Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are going to start with the mathematical problems related to lesson current electricity. All the mathematical problems are classified into 6 types. Let's begin with the first type, formula related to current electricity. हमारे फर्स्ट टाइप की जो मैथमेटिकल प्रॉब्लम्स है वो सभी इलेक्ट्रिक करंट के फॉर्मूला से रिलेटेड है. डू यू रिमेंबर द फॉर्मूला फॉर इलेक्ट्रिक करंट? करंट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ चार्ज, इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज flowing through a conductor in unit time. That is, I is equal to Q upon T, where I is the electric current, Q is the electric charge in coulomb, and time measured in second. Let's see the first mathematical problem. Solved example from textbook page number 33. A current of 0.4 ampere flows through a conductor for 5 minutes. How much charge would have passed through the conductor? अगर एक कंडक्टर से 0.4 एम्पियर इतना करंट फ्लो हो रहा है 5 मिनट्स के लिए, तो उसमें से पास होने वाला चार्ज कितना है? That you have to find out. So let's write down the given things first. The current I is equal to 0.4 ampere and time T is given in minutes. First we have to convert it into seconds. 5 minutes multiplied by 60 seconds, that is equal to 300 seconds. We have to find out Q for it, electric charge. So which formula we are using? I is equal to Q upon T. Now this formula for Q becomes Q is equal to I into T. Just substitute the values. 0.4 into 300 seconds. After multiplication we get 120.0, that is 120 coulomb. Let's move on to the second problem. Here is the second problem. An electric charge of 15 coulomb passes through a cross section of a wire in 1 minute. समझो किसी वायर से 15 coulomb इतना चार्ज 1 मिनट में पास हो रहा है. So we have to find out the current I flowing through it. Let's write down the given things first. The electric charge, that means Q, is given 15 coulomb. Time is given in minutes. So first we have to convert it into seconds. T is equal to 1 minute, that is nothing but 60 seconds. And then we have to find out I by using formula I is equal to Q upon T. Let's substitute the values. I is equal to Q, that is 15 coulomb, upon time 60 seconds. 15 ones are 15 fours are 60. So 1 upon 4. If we divide 1 by 4, we get the final answer, that is 0.25 ampere. So see how simple mathematical problems are these related to current electricity. Let's see the third problem. This problem is from exercise question number 9C. If a charge of 420 coulomb flows through a conducting wire in 5 minutes, what is the value of current? Similar type of problem which we have solved right now. Let's write down the given things first. Q is equal to 420 coulomb. Time is given in minutes. So first we have to convert it into seconds. 5 minutes multiplied by 60 seconds. So 5 into 60, 300 seconds. And we have to calculate the amount of current I by using formula I is equal to Q upon T. Simple formula substitution. 420 divided by 30. The zeros will cancel off. 42 upon 30. If we divide both these numbers by 3, 14 3s are 42 and 3 10s are 30. दोनों को 3 से डिवाइड करने के बाद हमें मिलता है 14 upon 10. 14 upon 10, that is nothing but 1.4 ampere. Let's see this second type. Type 2 mathematical problems are related to potential difference. Do you remember the definition of potential difference? Yes. The amount of work done in moving unit positive charge from one end to another end of a conductor is called potential difference. So potential difference V is equal to work done upon electric charge W upon Q. Let's see few mathematical problems. The first one. Calculate the work done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb through a potential difference of 10 volt. Write down the given things first. Electric charge is given, Q is equal to 2 coulomb, and the potential difference is given, that is 10 volt. You have to find out work done, W. So which formula? Potential difference formula will be there. V is equal to W upon Q. So this formula for finding out work done can be written as W is equal to V into Q. This Q is in denominator over here. When goes to other side, gets multiplied with the V. So W is equal to V into Q. Simply we have to substitute the values 10 into 2. So work done is equal to 20. 20 joule is the amount of work done. See this second problem. If 15 joule of work is done when a current of 15 joule of work is done when a charge of 3 coulomb is moved from one point to another point. Find out the electric potential difference between the 2 points. Now here work done is given, that is 15 joule. Also they have given the electric charge moving from one point to another point, that is Q is equal to 3 coulomb. And what you have to find out? Potential difference by using formula V is equal to W upon Q. Again simple formula substitution. 15 upon 3, that is equal to 5 volts. Volts is the unit used to measure potential difference. Next, type 3 mathematical problems are problems related to Ohm's law. Yes, that is the formula for Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. Let's see the first example. First solved example given on textbook page number 38. The resistance of a filament in a light bulb is 1000 ohm. एक लाइट बल्ब के अंदर जो फिलामेंट है उसका रेजिस्टेंस R का वैल्यू हमें दिया है 1000 ohm. And if the bulb is fed by current from the source with potential difference of about 320 volt, उस बल्ब में जो करंट पास होने वाला है उस करंट का सोर्स का पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस है 320 volts. So you have to find out how much current will flow through it. That is, you have to find out I. Let's write down the given things. A resistance R is equal to 1000 ohm and potential difference V is equal to 230 volts. What we have to find out? Current I. So by using Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. The formula for I becomes V upon R. हमें I का वैल्यू ढूंढना है, तो I के लिए फॉर्मूला कन्वर्ट होगा I is equal to V upon R. Just substitute the values. 230 upon 1000. Zeros will cancel off. 23 upon 100. If we write it in the decimal form, it becomes 0.23 amperes. See this second problem. It is again solved example. Solved example number 3 from textbook page number 38. A current of 0.24 ampere flows through a conductor when the potential difference of 24 volt is applied between its two ends. अब इस प्रॉब्लम में आपको करंट का वैल्यू दिया है. I is equal to 0.24 ampere. Also they have given the potential difference of the source, that is 24 volt. And what you have to find out? Resistance value. That is value of R you have to find out. So by which formula? Again by Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. Now to find out the value of R, this formula can be written in this way. R is equal to V divided by I. हमें R का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है, तो I यहाँ पर जो मल्टीप्लाई है अपोजिट साइड में जाएगा तो डिवाइड होगा. So R is equal to V upon I. Let's substitute the values. 24 upon 0.24. Now to remove this decimal point from the denominator, we can multiply it by 100. क्योंकि दो नंबर्स के बाद डेसिमल पॉइंट है, तो उसको हटाने के लिए हमने 100 से मल्टीप्लाई किया. इफ वी मल्टीप्लाई इन द डिनोमिनेटर, सेम थिंग वी हैव टू डू इन द न्यूमरेटर आल्सो, दैट इज मल्टीप्लाई विथ 100 ओवर here. So after multiplication, it becomes 2400 divided by 24. The decimal point has been removed. So by dividing 2400 by 24, we get the answer. Resistance is equal to 100 ohm. Ohm is the symbol of resistance or unit of resistance. Let's see the third problem. Solved example number 4 on textbook page number 38. Determine the current that will flow when a potential difference of 33 volt is applied between the two ends of an appliance having resistance 110 ohm. If the same current is to flow through an appliance having resistance 500 ohm, how much potential difference should be applied across its ends? Now this mathematical problem is slightly different from the previous two problems. Here they have given you the information about two electrical appliances which have two different resistances. The first appliance is having resistance 110 ohm, whereas the second appliance is having resistance 500 ohm. The potential difference passing through the first appliance is 33 volt, and you have to find out the potential difference for the second appliance. So here, since there are two resistors, let's consider them as R1 and R2. R1 is the resistance of first appliance, that is 110 ohm, and R2 is the resistance of second appliance, that is 500 ohm. V1 is the potential difference for first appliance, and V2 that you have to find out potential difference for the second appliance. Now here if you look at the mathematical problem, they have said that same current is flowing through both these appliances. In दोनों appliances से same current flow होने वाला है. So that's why I have written I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I. यानी हमें I2 या I1 अलग अलग नहीं फाइंड आउट करना है, क्योंकि I सेम है, इसके लिए मैंने सिर्फ यहां पर I लिखा है. So first we have to find out the value of current, and then we can find out the value of second potential difference. Which formula will we use over here? Again, Ohm's law only. V is equal to IR. Let's see the solution. In the first case, this formula for potential difference become I is equal to V upon R. अब क्योंकि हम फर्स्ट अप्लायंस के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं तो हम यहां पर लिख सकते हैं I is equal to V1 upon R1. That is potential difference of first appliance upon resistance of the first. So I is equal to V1 upon R1, जो कि हमने ओहम्स लॉ के फॉर्मूला के ऊपर से लिखा है. लेट्स सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यूज. V1 इसका वैल्यू कितना है? 33 वोल्ट्स, एंड R1 that is 110 ohm. Now both these numbers are divisible by 11. So after dividing, we get 11 3s are 33 and 11 10s are 110. So 3 upon 10, that is nothing but 0.3 ampere. So here we have got the answer of the first electric current. Now according to mathematical information given, in the second case also, in the second appliance also, the same current is used. That's why again I am writing the formula I is equal to V2 upon R2. Now the same formula is here, but since we are considering the second appliance, so here we are writing V2 upon R2. Now we know the value of I and R2. What we have to find out? V2, second potential difference. So this formula can be written as V2 is equal to I into R2. So substitute the values. I जो कि अभी हमने ढूंढा है 0.3 एम्पियर, multiplied by R2, resistance of second appliance, that is 500 ohm. After multiplication we get 150.0, that is 150 volt. Let's move on to the next type, type 4, problems related to resistivity. The formula for resistivity can be derived from this one. This is the formula for resistance. R is equal to rho L upon A, where R is the resistance, L is the length of the conductor, A is the cross-sectional area, and this one, this symbol rho, is called resistivity. So this formula for resistivity can be written as rho is equal to R into A upon L. Let's see the first problem. Solved example number 2 from the textbook, page number 38. The length of a conducting wire is 50 centimeters. Its radius is 0.5 millimeter. If its resistance is 30 ohm, what is the resistivity of its material? Let's write down the given things first. Length of the conducting wire. Length कितना दिया है? 50 centimeters. So let's write it down. L is equal to 50 centimeters. Now this unit for length is in CGS form. Let's convert it into SI system, that is in meters. So to convert centimeter into meter, we have to simply divide it by 100. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So centimeters को मीटर में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए हम यहाँ पर डिवाइड बाय 100 करेंगे. अब ध्यान से देखो, डिवाइड बाय 100 दैट मीन्स डिवाइड बाय 10 स्क्वायर, और यही 10 स्क्वायर अगर न्यूमरेटर में लिखा तो क्या आएगा? 50 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 10 रेज टू -2. नेक्स्ट, द रेडियस इज गिवन. देखो उस कंडक्टिंग वायर का एरिया डायरेक्टली नहीं दिया है, उसके बदले हमें दिया है उस क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया का रेजिस्टेंस, क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ वायर का रेजिस्टेंस दिया है. स्मॉल r is equal to 0.5 millimeter. Now again, we have to convert this radius from millimeters into meter. Now 1 meter is 100 centimeter and 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. So to convert millimeter into meter, we have to divide the 0.5 by 1000. Divide by 1000, that nothing but divide by 10 raised to 3. And if it goes in the numerator, it can be written as 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. अगर ये डेसिमल पॉइंट हमने एक घर आगे शिफ्ट किया तो हम इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. And what is given? Resistance is also given, 30 ohm. What you have to find out? The resistivity, rho. So let's write down the formula for resistivity. Resistivity rho is equal to R into A into L. Now here area is not given. So instead of A, we can write down the formula for area of circle, pi r square. So let's substitute the values over here. Rho is equal to radius, resistance 30 ohm, value of pi 3.14 into radius square, that is 0.5 or 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 raised to 2. Divide by length. Length कितना है? 50 into 10 raised to minus 2. Let's square this term. 5 into 10 raised to minus 4, इसका square आएगा 25 into 10 raised to minus 8. Divide by 50 into 10 raised to minus 2. Now 25 ones are 25 twos are 2 ones are 2 15s are. So 15 multiplied by 3.14, 15 multiplied by 14, देखो मैं यहां पर करके दिखा रहा हूं 25 ones are 25 twos are 50, 2 ones are 2, 2 15s are 30 और आगे 15 multiplied by 3.14 अगर हम करेंगे तो हमारा आंसर मिलेगा हमें 47.10, दैट इज 47.1 इंटू ये 10 रेज टू माइनस 2 ऊपर जाके क्या आएगा 10 रेज टू प्लस, सो माइनस 8 प्लस 2 इट बिकम्स माइनस 6. सो यहां पर हमें फाइनल आंसर मिल रहा है 4.47.1 इंटू 10 रेज टू 6 ओहम मीटर. ओहम मीटर इज द यूनिट फॉर रेजिस्टिविटी. या फिर अगर हम डेसिमल पॉइंट लेफ्ट में एक घर शिफ्ट कर दें तो यहां पर इसका जो इंडेक्स है वो कम हो जाएगा, दैट इज 4.71 इंटू 10 रेज टू माइनस 5. ये आंसर लिखेंगे तो भी करेक्ट है, ये लिखेंगे तो भी करेक्ट. लेट्स सी दिस सेकंड प्रॉब्लम. Let's see the second problem. It is simpler one. The resistance of a conductor of length x is R. If its area of cross section is A, what is the resistivity and what is its unit? It is not actually a mathematical problem. Here they just want you to write down the formula of resistivity and simply substitute these values into the formula. See what is given. The resistance of a conductor having length x, एक वायर एक कंडक्टर जिसका लेंथ x, तो यहां पर लिखा है हमने L is equal to x and the resistance of that conductor is small r. So resistance की जगह पर लिखना है हमें small r. And if its area of cross section is small a, capital A, यानी area of cross section भी दिया है small a, and what is the resistivity? तो resistivity क्या होगा ये हमें ढूंढना. So simply we have to write down the formula of resistivity. Rho is equal to R into A upon L. And for solution, you have to simply substitute these values. Rho is equal to R into A divided by X. So this is our solution. And what is the unit? Just now we have written the unit of resistivity is ohm meter. See the next problem. The resistance of 1 meter long nichrome wire is 6 ohm. एक नाइक्रोम वायर है एलॉय जिसका लेंथ दिया है 1 मीटर और रेजिस्टेंस है 6 ओहम. सो वी नो द वैल्यूज ऑफ लेंथ L1 and R1 as 1 meter and 6 ohm. If we reduce the length of the wire, पहले जो वायर है उसका लेंथ दिया है 1 मीटर, अगर उसका लेंथ हमने कम कर दिया, रिड्यूस कर दिया 70 सेंटीमीटर, देन व्हाट विल बी द रेजिस्टेंस? तो ऐसे में उसका रेजिस्टेंस क्या आएगा? अब यहां पर उसी वायर का लेंथ कम किया है तो यहां पर हम 2 सेपरेट वायर कंसिडर करते हैं. लेट्स कंसिडर दिस फर्स्ट वायर हैविंग लेंथ 1 मीटर एंड दिस सेकंड वायर हैविंग लेंथ 70 सेंटीमीटर. Convert it into meters first, simply by dividing with 100. So 70 upon 100, that is 0.7 meter. And R1 का value दिया हुआ है, R1 is equal to 6 ohm. You have to find out the value of R2. So which formula will be there? R is equal to rho L upon A. That is by using the formula of resistivity. Now here, since the wire from 1 meter is reduced to 70 centimeter, जो 1 मीटर का वायर है वही रिड्यूस करके उसका लेंथ कम करके 70 सेंटीमीटर बना है. दैट मीन्स हियर वी हैव टू कंसिडर द रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ द मटेरियल टू बी सेम. दोनों वायर्स का रेजिस्टिविटी जो है, दोनों सेम मटेरियल से बने, तो ऐसे में उनका रेजिस्टिविटी हमें सेम कंसिडर करना. ऑल्सो वी हैव टू कंसिडर देयर क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया टू बी सेम. दोनों वायर्स का क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया ए भी सेम ही कंसिडर करना होगा. और सिर्फ अलग क्या रहेगा? लेंथ और रेजिस्टेंस. सो लेट्स राइट डाउन द सॉल्यूशन. द फॉर्मूला can be written for first wire having length 1 meter as R1 is equal to rho L1 upon A. And for second wire, the formula can be written as R2 is equal to rho L2 upon A. As discussed right now, the resistivity and cross-sectional area should be considered as same. Now, let's divide this second equation by the first. R2 upon R1. अब जैसे ही हम R2 upon R1 लिखेंगे, this first right hand side rho L2 upon A divide by this, that means reverse multiplication. इसको हमने reverse multiplication में लिखा है, A upon rho into L1. अब क्योंकि इन दोनों इक्वेशंस में rho और एरिया कांस्टेंट है तो वो कैंसिल हो जाएगा. क्या बचा यहां पर? R2 अपॉन R1 इज इक्वल टू L2 अपॉन L1. लेट्स सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यूज. 0.7 अपॉन 1 मीटर. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन, आफ्टर क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन व्हाट वी गेट? R2 into 1 R2 whereas R1 into 0.7 on right hand side. Now we know the value of R1, that is 6 ohm. So by multiplication we get the value of second resistance R2 as 4.2 ohms. Here is the next fourth problem. It is again solved example number 5 from textbook page number 39. Determine the resistance of a copper wire having length 1 kilometer and diameter 0.5 millimeter. Also, they have given the resistivity of copper wire. Rho is equal to 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meter. Let's write down the given things first. Resistivity, just now they have given 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meter. The length of the copper wire is 1 kilometer. First we have to convert it into meter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. That can be also written as 10 raised to 3 meters. And diameter 0.5 millimeter. तो मिलीमीटर का कन्वर्जन मीटर में करने के लिए अगेन वी हैव टू डिवाइड इट बाय 1000. Divide by 1000, that is nothing but divide by 10 raised to 3, which goes in the numerator, it become 10 raised to minus 3 meter. Here we have to find out the resistance of the copper wire. R का वैल्यू हमें ढूंढना है. तो ऑब्वियसली इन सभी गिवन इंफॉर्मेशन से हमें फिर से वही फॉर्मूला यूज करना होगा फॉर रेजिस्टिविटी. फॉर्मूला ऑफ रेजिस्टिविटी. So you have to find out the value of resistance by formula. Resistance R is equal to rho L upon A. Now here area is not given, so we have to calculate it first. So here is the formula for area. A is equal to pi r square. Now instead of radius, they have given you diameter. So radius is nothing but half of the diameter. So instead of r square, we can write d upon 2 square. Now substitute the values. 3.14 into 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 whole bracket square upon 2 square 4 that goes in the denominator. Then 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3, इसका स्क्वायर कितना आएगा 0.25 into 10 raised to minus 6. Next, by multiplication we get 0.785 upon 4 into 10 raised to minus 6. Next, when you divide this 0.785 by 4, we get the answer 0.19 into 10 raised to minus 6. After cancelling the last digit, we get 0.2 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square. Since it is the area, here is the unit meter square or square meter. Now, we have to substitute this value of area in the equation of resistance. R is equal to rho L upon A. What is the value of rho, resistivity of copper? 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 into length 1 kilometer, that is 10 raised to 3 meters, divided by area, which we have just now calculated, 0.2 into 10 raised to minus 6. Now after solving this and doing the multiplication, we get the final answer as approximately 85 ohm. This one is the approximate answer given from the textbook. The next type of mathematical problems are problems related to series combination of resistors. That is, Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Let's see the first solved example from the textbook, page number 40. The three resistors are having resistance of 15 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm connected in series. What is their effective resistance in the circuit? Let's write down the given things. R1 is equal to 15 ohm, R2 is equal to 3 ohm and R3 is equal to 4 ohm. What you have to find out? The effective resistance, that means total resistance of series combination, Rs. So which formula? Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Simply you have to substitute the values and add them. The final answer and the effective resistance for series combination is 22 ohm. See this second problem. Again, solved example number 2 from page number 40. There are two resistors having resistances of 16 ohm and 14 ohm connected in series. If the potential difference of 18 volt is applied across them, calculate the current flowing through it and potential difference across the end of each individual resistor. अब यहाँ पर आपको दो रेजिस्टर्स दिए हुए R1 और R2, 16 ओम एंड 14 ओम. उन दोनों के बीच का पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस भी दिया हुआ है V, दैट इज 18 वोल्ट, और हमें ढूंढना है करंट flowing through it. Now, in series combination, the current flowing through the conductor is same. पूरे सर्किट में सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन में होने वाला करंट सेम होता है. सो यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ आई एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वैल्यू ऑफ इंडिविजुअल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस पासिंग थ्रू रेजिस्टेंसेस. इन दोनों रेजिस्टेंसेस से अलग अलग जाने वाला जो करंट है, उस इंडिविजुअल रेजिस्टेंस के लिए आपको पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस V1 और V2 का वैल्यू ढूंढना. लेट्स राइट डाउन द गिवन थिंग्स फर्स्ट. R1 is equal to 16 ohm and R2 14 ohm. दोनों रेजिस्टेंसेस के वैल्यूज दिए हुए. एंड व्हाट इज गिवन? पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, टोटल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अक्रॉस द सर्किट V is 18 volt. What you have to find out? The current I flowing through the circuit and individual potential differences for each resistance. Now to find out the total current I, we have to find out the total effective resistance of series combination. तो यहां पर हमें सबसे पहले RS का वैल्यू ढूंढना होगा. By using formula RS is equal to R1 plus R2, and then we can find out the values of I and V1 V2 by Ohm's law. V is equal to I. This is the solution for the first effective resistance or total resistance of series combination. RS is equal to R1 plus R2. 16 plus 14 is equal to 30 ohm. To find out the current, we can use Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. Here RS is written because total resistance of series combination. To find out the I, formula becomes V upon RS. Let's substitute the values. 18 upon 30, that is 0.6 ampere. The unit of current is ampere. So 0.6 ampere current flows through it. Then what about the individual potential differences? Same Ohm's law only. For V1 it becomes I R1 and for V2 I R2. Just now we have calculated the value of current 0.6 and we know the value of R1 16 ohm. By simple multiplication we get 9.6 volt, and similarly for V2 I into R2 0.6 current multiplied by second resistance 14 ohm, we get the answer 8.4 volt. If we add them together, V1 plus V2, we get total 18 volt. That is the total potential difference for the entire combination. Here is the last type 6, mathematical problems related to parallel combination of resistors. That is 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 upon 1 upon R3. Let's see the first solved example number 1 from textbook page number 42. The three resistors having resistances 15 ohm, 20 ohm and 10 ohm are connected in parallel. What is their effective resistance in the circuit? It is a simple mathematical problem. The values of R1, R2 and R3 are given. 15 ohm, 20 ohm and 10 ohm. What you have to find out? Effective or total resistance of parallel combination, that is RP, by using this formula. Simply we have to substitute the values. 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 20 plus 1 upon 10. क्योंकि तीनों R1, R2, R3 डिनोमिनेटर्स में है, तो वैल्यू भी हमें डिनोमिनेटर्स में ही सब्स्टिट्यूट करने होंगे. Now, for further calculation, for addition, first we have to make their denominators equal. मैथमेटिक्स के रूल के हिसाब से हमें सबसे पहले इन तीनों के डिनोमिनेटर्स को इक्वल करना होगा. कैसे कर सकते हैं? Yes, by finding their LCM. The LCM of these three numbers is 60. इन तीनों नंबर्स का LCM 60 है. तो ऐसे में हमें 15 को 60 बनाने के लिए 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा. 15 4 जा 60. अब क्योंकि डिनोमिनेटर को 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करें तो न्यूमरेटर को भी 4 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. ना प्लस in the next 1 upon 20, to make it 60 in the denominator, we have to multiply this 20 by 3. And same thing with the numerator, multiplied by 3. Plus the next term 1 upon 10, to make it 60 in the denominator, we have to multiply it by 6. And the same, multiplied by 6 in the numerator. After doing multiplication, we get 4 upon 60 plus 3 upon 60 plus 6 upon 60. Now since their denominators are equal, we can write it in a single way. 4 plus 3 plus 6 upon 60. Next, their addition 13 upon 60. लेकिन ये वैल्यू किसका मिल रहा है हमें? 1 upon RP. हमें 1 upon RP नहीं, सिर्फ RP चाहिए. So taking inverse on both sides, we get RP is equal to 60 upon 13. After dividation, we get the final answer as 4.615 ohm. Let's see the second solved example. Solved example number 2 from the textbook page number 42. The three resistors having resistances 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohm are connected in parallel, and the potential difference is 12 volt applied across them. Obtain the current flowing through the circuit. उस पूरे सर्किट में से फ्लो होने वाला करंट आपको ढूंढना है, I, and also the current flowing through individual resistance. पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन में इंडिविजुअल रेजिस्टर से फ्लो होने वाला करंट अलग अलग होता है. सो इंडिविजुअल करंट I1, I2 और I3 भी हमें अलग अलग ढूंढना है. And what is the effective resistance of the circuit? That is RP, total resistance of parallel combination भी हमें ढूंढना है. Let's write down the given things first. R1 is equal to 5 ohm, R2 10 ohm and R3 30 ohm. And the total potential difference is given, that is 12 volt. Parallel combination में potential difference constant होता है. तो तीनों रेजिस्टर्स के लिए पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस सेम ही रहेगा, लेकिन करंट अलग अलग होगा. सो यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट वैल्यूज ऑफ इंडिविजुअल करंट्स I1, I2, I3 एंड द टोटल करंट एंड ऑल्सो टोटल इफेक्टिव रेजिस्टेंस RP. हियर टू फाइंड आउट द करंट्स वी कैन यूज Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, and to find out total effective resistance of parallel combination, this formula 1 upon RP is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Let's calculate the currents first. The formula Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, can be written as I is equal to V upon R, and for first current I1 it can be written as V upon R1. Because V is constant, so there is no 1, 2, 3 over here. V is constant. So I1 is equal to V upon R1. Substitute the values. 12 upon 5, 2.4 ampere. Same for I2. We can write the formula V upon R2. 12 upon 10. We get the answer 1.2 ampere. And for the third current, I3, V upon R3 by Ohm's law. Substitute the values: 12 volt upon 30 ohm, that is 0.4 ampere. Now, to find out the total current I, we have to add all these individual currents. That is, I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So after adding all these three, we get 4 ampere, which is the total current flowing through the circuit. Next, we have to calculate the total effective resistance of parallel combination by using this formula: 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Let's substitute the values of R1, R2, R3 over here. Now again, for further addition, we have to make their denominators equal by finding out their LCM. And here, this time their LCM is 30. So you have to make denominator of each term as 30. Here, for 1 upon 5, we have to multiply it by 6, so that 5 6 are 30. Here, for 10, we have to multiply it by 3. And here, there is already 30 in the denominator, so you have to simply multiply it by 1. After multiplication, we get 6 plus 3 plus 1 upon 30. तीनों का denominator equal है. After addition, we get 10 upon 30, that is equal to 1 upon Rp. लेकिन हमें 1 upon Rp नहीं चाहिए, हमें सिर्फ Rp चाहिए. So taking inverse on both sides, we get Rp is equal to 30 upon 10, that is 3 ohm. Now here is the end of this lesson, current electricity. All the theory and mathematical problems are completed. You have to revise all the mathematical problems again and try to solve all these mathematical problems in your notebook by your own. Practice hard, then you will excel in it. See you in the next video.